spring. The season of, can it just be summer yet? Why is it still cold? Literally, last April, it snowed. And while most people around me were like, wow, look, snow in April. How cool. I was just there like, although, that's not entirely fair, as spring can also have its, it was 23 degrees yesterday, how was it 87 now? An example of this was in March of 2019. We were supposed to go on a ski trip that I hyped up for a while in past videos at the time. And in those past videos, I talked about how it was canceled because it was too cold. Well, later, they decided we would still have it, just maybe a week or two after it was originally planned. But it was canceled as well, for, guess what? Being too hot. Anyways, spring break is coming up, and may already be happening by the time this goes up, and so, here's the final episode in the seasonal videos quadrilogy, my spring stories. The holiday that is most associated with spring is Easter, and so first, here are some Easter stories. Now, for those of you who are new here, when I was younger, way before I started this YouTube channel, I made family vlog videos on my iPad mini. And yes, they were as cringy as they sound.
That's really funny!
Anyways, one Easter I decided I needed to make an Easter special whilst at my great-grandma's house. Anyways, I was filming, but after a while, I didn't really get enough footage that I wanted to. Especially during the Easter egg hunt, as I'm pretty sure I wasn't allowed to film them. I can't believe you would do this to me! How is my non-existent audience, as I don't have a channel, supposed to enjoy this special now? Well, time to prepare the apology video.
I've made a severe...
So, I was there like, I need to do something to make this vlog better. And then I noticed my bag full of the Easter eggs that I'd gotten from the Easter egg hunt. And I got this absolutely brilliant idea. Dump it over your head. Understandably, my parents were not pleased, as I had made a massive mess all over the floor. Also, some of those eggs were sparkly and also had stuff like peeps in it. So not only did the peeps get dirty, some of the sparkly stuff on the top layer, I don't know what it's called, got all over the carpet. But, come on guys, it was worth it. For the vlog. I did these videos for 3 flipping years. I want to game in. Easter last year was also pretty interesting, as we were still pretty deep into lockdown at the time. And because of that, it didn't seem like we were going to do anything for Easter, as we weren't planning on visiting family or anything. However, one of our nice neighbors put Easter eggs all in the front yards in our block. So, that was nice. Now, at first I thought they had only put eggs in our yard, and so one of my neighbors were like, ooh, we got eggs too. I was like, So we're not special? Nah, I'm just kidding. Of course, that was very nice of them to do. Honestly, though, besides that, I don't remember anything about that Easter because of being stuck in quarantine. And the same can really be said for the rest of spring of 2020, as we were stuck inside doing online school. Speaking of school, spring is also often associated with the winding down and wrapping up of the school year. And that leads to a lot of stories in its own right. One of those being my 7th grade science fair. Oh boy, the science fair. I do not miss that. Teachers tend to love throwing massive projects at us just before the end of the year, and the science fair is a great example of that. That science fair, I was doing the project with 2 other people, and we decided to do our project on structural design. Basically, we built a bunch of different Lego towers and would simulate disasters on them, and which ones would fare better by shaking a table or throwing water on them. For example, here's how we did our tornado experiment.
Stop it!
So, just a reminder guys, if there's ever a tornado, don't go into a skyscraper. I don't think we need an experiment to know that. Anyways, throughout the project, we had a huge packet in Google Docs we would slowly fill out through the months we worked on the project. And yes, I did say months. The science fair itself was all the way in May, and we started working on it in November/December. Anyways, throughout the weeks, each day we would work on something new with the packet, and by the end, we had people proofread it. And the people who proofread our packet said that everything was fine. So, a couple days passed through because I needed to fix some stuff. I turned it in, to then hear this from our science teacher. What is this? That's our science fair packet. Brady, this right here, I would give you a 0 right now. What? So yeah, despite having spent months upon months at this point working on it, and getting it peer edited by multiple groups, and them telling us we had done the paper right, we had actually done it very, very wrong. And now, the paper was already past due, the science fair itself was very soon, and now I had to fix the entire paper. And yes, I do mean I. The other people working with me didn't. I spent the rest of that school night working on it, and a lot of that night fixing what I could. We ended up getting a 75. Better than a 0, but It's still not good. Then there was the actual science fair itself. It was alright. We didn't have the best project in the world, but I'd still say we did alright. Because our project was on disasters, we had Chromebooks on our table, and we would show videos of disasters happening. Because I'm sure that's what everyone would want to see. Well, that was something. 7th grade just didn't have a lot of great things happen that spring. And this next story proves it. Basically, in 7th grade, we had these things known as buddies. Everyone would be assigned a kindergarten buddy that they'd sit with at school mass to make sure they behave and stuff. And for our final field trip of 7th grade, we went to a local college with them. And it was cool and stuff. We looked at like rocks and bugs and went to a river and that kind of thing. However, the field trip ended terribly. Basically, me and several students were sitting in the grass as our buddies were playing with each other. And my buddy and another buddy were playing with each other, and it led to them throwing grass at each other as a joke, and they were having fun with it. And me, also trying to play with them, threw grass once as well to join in. Was it stupid? Yeah, sure, absolutely. But 7th grade me wasn't the brightest, and there are plenty of other things I'm ashamed of for doing in 7th grade. However, I still don't find it that bad. It was stupid, yes, however, it was simply grass, and I was just trying to join in on the fun. One of the buddies gets very upset by this. And then, this one freaking girl and her friend goes, "Grow up, Brady. That's it. How would you like to sit with me on the bus ride back?" "Sure. That's right, Brady. He's my buddy now." What? Yeah. They took my buddy away from me. When we got back to school, we were out on the playground to play with our buddies. But they were still mad from the incident and didn't want to talk to me. And on the way back, my buddy told me that he wanted someone else to be his buddy next year. And despite the fact that it was just a kindergartner that I only sat with at mass, that kinda hurt. Was trying to join in by throwing the grass stupid? Yeah, absolutely. However, does it still justify what the girls did to me? I'd also say no. Why are you still mad at this, Brady? It's been 2 years. So yeah, those are some of my spring stories. Thanks for watching. Here's a summer vacation in 2 months.